Thanks, Megan. Hi, Cece. I feel like I haven't seen you, Cece. I feel like I haven't seen you in a couple days. It's red. I did the red today. The hair is reddened. I couldn't do the pink anymore. It was fading too quick. So I got crazy this morning. I got crazy because I was like, oh my God, I can't stand it. Because the pink fades and it turns to like this gold, orangey color. And a lot of people were like, oh, I love the gold. It's like, I love the pink. What were they calling it? Like the pink gold, the rose gold. And like meaning well by it. But that color bothers me. Like, because it reminds me, rose gold reminds me of all the times that I would dye my hair and it would always pick up this orangey tint. And I just was like, I can't. So I was like, I'm just doing it red. I'm going to go for it. Thanks, Cece. Thank you, Cece. Yes, it's brassy, right? Like, and it wasn't brassy. Like, it was really just a very light pink. But it picked up too much gold tones. So I was like, I got it. So my daughter said, I thought like what I was going to do was probably do like a hot pink, like an electric pink. But I have every color in my house. I have all these colors. I have red, I got blue, I got purple, I got pink, light pink, dark pink, light purple, dark purple. And I grabbed this one and it kind of looked like maroonish. It actually looked maroon on the bottle. If I showed you guys the bottle, you would say maroon too. But it came out very red. So it was a little bit of a shock, but I'm getting used to it now. Do green next time for Clover. I'll do green next time for. I'll add green to the red. Then I'll really be Christmas. You guys are gonna be afraid of me then. If I come out with like a red strip and a green strip, you are gonna be like, all right, Kira, enough Christmas music. Somebody's horn's beeping. I actually have not been listening to the Christmas music. See you wearing wig. You're going to start thinking it's a wig because I'm coming in with every day a new color. Thanks, Cece. I don't know whose that horn that is, but I'm picking my boys up from work. So I'm in a parking lot. Start beeping. No, I will not beep my horn. That is one thing that annoys the crap out of me. When people beep their horn at you, if you didn't turn right away, or if like they didn't turn right away, like give me a second to breathe. Like I avoid beeping my horn at every cost. At every cost. Yeah, I think it's rude. I just do. I just feel like it's like give people a minute, like to like just see that the light changed. You know, if they were there for a while, then I'll let like a little light beep out. But it's like so light, and it's like the smallest beep that I can possibly make because it startles you. Like even me, it's like, geez, you didn't even let me look at the light. You didn't even give me a minute to press on my go button here. It's red, Lilani. Oh, yeah. Under certain conditions, Cece, definitely. Like, if somebody's, going to come out of nowhere and you want to let them know, like, hey, I'm right here. I'd like to think that I don't really have those situations in my life anymore because, I'm very well aware of if something happens to me like that, I know it's me now. Like, it's becoming so aware that it's my energy 24/7. So if I'm ever getting something less than best, I know it's me. I laugh at things now. Now it sounds like a tornado. Oh yeah, my air. Sorry about that. My air's loud. I don't mind that sound. When I make a TikTok, and I have my air blasting. I'm like, oh, I actually find that very soothing. I love the air conditioned sound. Like at my house, like I love that it's loud because it's so soothing to me. But Kizzy, I don't teach persisting. That's not how I teach manifesting. Persisting it doesn't change your actual energy. Persisting can get you what you want, but it's a temporary fix. So if you're coming in here saying, how do I keep persisting? How do I persist when I keep getting what I don't want? Well, then you're at the wrong place. This isn't the lie for you if you're persisting in manifestations, because persisting does not change anything. It just gets you something. It gets you a quick fix. Persisting is a hamster wheel that you're going to be on it. You can change things, you can get things. You can. I've done it that way, but it just kept me on a hamster wheel. That's why I don't really go there, because I've been there, done that. And it gets you like little by little. It's almost like, to me, persisting is you're still in the hustle mood. You're still in that hustle energy. Like, I got to do to get. I got to do to get. I got to do to get. I got to persist. And then boom, I get it. I finally get it. And then I feel okay for a little bit. And then I'm back in that. So the only way you can actually truly change things in your experience, Kizzy and guys, is by actually practicing alignment. You gotta practice feeling good on your own. You gotta master that. And that does take a lot of practice. I won't sit here and say it doesn't. You gotta really want it. But if you're here just coming to, if you're constantly persisting in things and focused on a story and persisting it, I'm not really the girl for you, because I want you to really live your best life while you're here, because that's what you came here to live. But it takes a lot of dedication to non-reaction and relaxing practices. That's really the truth of it all. I don't want to lie to anyone and say it doesn't take a lot of like practice and being consistent with relaxing your body, because I had to do that consistently. Because you start to catch your thoughts, and eventually you're going to be so well aware that it's only you and your energy. And it's going to get loud for a second, but every now and then I got to turn the air on because it's a little hot. You're going to get so good at this, though, this way. This is the right way to do it. This is you living your best life. Like, you got to understand that every possible reality exists. Like, you have an option to live whatever you want while you're here. So you got to know that your best life exists. Why would you settle for anything less just to get a little manifestation, to get a quick fix? Like, all right, yeah, I got it. I got that thing. All right, but yet I'm good, but then I'm still kind of not happy. So if you're not practicing happy, and if you're not wanting to get to that place, then this probably isn't for you. And I get that. A lot of people jump in and they say, like, you know, oh no, you have to persist, and I'm like, well, then you won't resonate with me, because I want you to live your best life. And it just takes a lot of really sticking to non-reaction and relaxing practices. Like, I had to really catch those moments over and over again that I was arguing with something old. And I was like, that keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck in an old story, an old pattern. And you got to realize that that's you fighting against the current. Right? And I know we think that we have to like figure it out, but you don't. You don't have to figure it out. So like, with my practices, it's a lot of relaxing practice. It's a lot of meditation. It's a lot of like, it's really silly, but it's a lot of being lazy. And for some reason, that's hard for us. For some reason, it's hard for us to be lazy. It's hard for us to relax. It's hard for us to like meditate and just sit and do nothing. Like, we always got to be doing something. So with my practices, it's just being with your own energy a lot for a while. So you're not really trying to get something. Oh, I need that relationship to feel good. I need that money to feel good. No, you're just like really getting good at just feeling good with no changes in your life. You're coming to a place of really knowing that it's your energy. So I will say a lot changed in my life, though. Things that were very close to me and dear to me, they got really good for me and like my kids, honestly, to be honest. But that's what really improved in my life, because that was my reflection. So me doing these practices, it was just basically me and them. So like, our lives did get really better. But like, I didn't have big manifestations falling into my lap, but my life was really getting good. I was understanding that it was me and my energy, and it's my point of attraction, and that's it. You're gonna know that if you're ever getting anything back bad, it's all you, and you'll be able to actually laugh at it in the moment. So you'll get it in that moment. If something's somebody's being mean to you or not treating you right, you will not be able to get mad at them anymore. You can't get mad at anyone. You're getting mad at yourself. You can't argue with anyone. You're arguing with yourself. So this is why my practices, they're very powerful, but you got to keep reminding yourself that this is about you. If you're persisting in a manifestation, you're making it about a manifestation. Point blank. Point blank, if you're persisting in a manifestation, you're making it about the manifestation and not you. You got to just make it about you and only you, always. You. It's got to be about you and your alignment and you feeling good no matter what. And you got to, and I had to too. You got to keep reminding yourself that it's you. It's you. So if you don't have my material, that's fine. But go back to my TikToks and you got to heart these ones that I talk about this. I say this a lot. If you scroll through them, you can save them all and listen to them over and over again as reminders, right? Because you need to keep reminding yourself. The reminders are very, very, very important. And meditation is very, very important. Being able to turn your thoughts off and just go to a sound is so powerful. Get good at it. It's worth it. It's so worth being able to just connect to a sound and shut it all down. That's power. Because this experience, someone said to me that not everybody can manifest. They need to persist today in a comment. And I said, actually, I didn't say this, but you actually can't stop manifesting, guys, because that's why you're here. You can't stop. You can't turn it off. Unless you're good at meditation, you can shut it off for a little bit. That's why meditation's so powerful. When you can sit and shut your thoughts down by focusing on a sound, you actually are getting good at shutting it down, and you're learning how to raise your energy. So you want to get good at meditation. It's so worth practicing. It's so worth it. All right, let me jump on here to say hello to my friends. Yes, you are, Audrey. You totally are. You totally are. I know, Bitta, my hair. Everybody noticed the red. It's so funny. Red. Oh, I love that. You know, it's so funny. I tell people, like, my stuff's great. It is. And that's why I make it, because I know it's important. I know it's valuable. I know these reminders are very important. But I'll tell you, you think all this stuff's great. There's nothing more powerful than meditation and quieting your mind, though, because that's what leads me to all these audios, right? That's what leads me to create everything that I create. I always say lazy manifesting is all came from meditation. I kid you not. Every bit of that audio came from meditation. It came from me, because that's your connection. That's what I try to say. Like, I know we think that we gotta figure things out and we gotta solve these issues, but no, that keeps you stuck. Like, you can get to. Hi, Nathan. You can get so far with that, and you can try to control things and with your thoughts and try to figure things out and work through some things, but it's so limiting. You want to just stay on this was my best example today that I came up with. Oh, thanks, Tiff. Oh, thanks, Nathan. Yeah, I love that. So Glow gets it. I think oh, guys, thank you so much for all the compliments with the hair, guys. I love you guys. What time? It's going to be out. You'll see it right in the morning. Lazy manifesting. Cece said, when you going to release it? It'll be out. I'll have it out there by tonight. Like, I'll have it all set up. So it will be out like first thing. You'll see it. I'll make an announcement also, Cece, but I will actually like have it out before that. Like, it's all kind of ready. I just got to do a few things, and it'll be out by late tonight. Probably like 12 o'clock tonight. I'll have it out. I'm really excited. You're going to really love it. It's a lot of meditations. I really love this one. The only one who's seen it yet is Miranda, because she's in my big group. So Miranda, I don't know if she's in here, but she gets all of the most recent releases too. So she has like, the newest one it's so funny because I was making an audio today. I have a new one coming out. You're gonna get free stuff with this one too. And I have a new audio that I'm putting together for you guys for Lazy Manifesting too. So keep your original file. Always keep original file, guys. What about if you have pain on the side? I feel like I am making it worse. Yeah. So, Jen, you got to relax that. You got to relax your thoughts around the pain. So, believe it or not, it's not the actual pain. I know that's so frustrating because pain feels like it's so dominant in our experience. It's like, ouch, it's hurting me. But it's actually the thoughts around the pain. So, if you can just like quiet those thoughts down and relax your body, focus on a part of your body that's not hurting. That's what I used to do. So I'm going to give you an example, Jen, real quick. Now, I used to get discomfort from certain foods. This was stories that I created because I picked them up from like my parents, literally. And whenever I would eat certain things, I would have a story connected that I get this pain in my chest when I would eat this certain thing. And I had to quiet that story down. So it's all relaxing your body in those moments, and just, it's a lot of, that's why I like these moments for you guys, because these moments help you get good at quieting your thoughts down. I don't know why I always turn a volume nozzle down when I do that. But these moments, these stories are serving you. They're helping you get good at becoming aware of your thoughts. That's why I say, guys, unfavorable stories are your best friends, because they're actually helping you get good at turning down your thoughts. Okay, wait, this is a story that doesn't serve me. This is a story that I'm saying the pain is bad. This is bad because of this. And when you, thank you for that. Hey, Christine. When you relax your body, you start to catch it. You're like, oh wait, I'm telling that story. Oh, I get pain after I eat this. I get pain. Or I get fat after I eat this. That was the one I had to quiet down. Oh, I just ate this. I'm gaining weight. So I had to quiet these thoughts down after food all the time. That's how I got away from all of my food beliefs, guys. Like, I have zero food beliefs, drink beliefs, none of them. I can eat whatever I want. I'm very present and in the moment when I eat. I love everything I eat. I know this turned into food, Jen, but I'm just kind of trying to use a comparison. When it came to pain in my body, I would refocus to another spot on my body. But you got to quiet it down. You got to relax your body. I believe that the reason why I would switch to a different spot is because I would quiet it down, and I would get the guidance to say, focus on this part of this arm doesn't hurt. This arm doesn't have that itchy rash. Focus on this arm. And that's what would help me forget about this one. And then it would go away, right? So that's why I say it really is in the relaxing. It really is in the relaxing and the calming down in those moments. Because then you start to catch, like, whoa, I'm fighting right now. I'm repeating this story. I got a headache, right? I love that, CC. Yes, right? I know. Like, I can only say that to certain people. Like, I'm like, I always say pain's not real. I say that. Like, people don't want to hear that unless you're open to it. I'm like, pain's not even real. And I get it, though. When you're in it, it's different, right? I understand that. It's more of a, you got to use it for the practice at first. So, like I say, tomorrow's June 1st. Can you believe tomorrow's June 1st, guys? Like, what the heck? What the heck? Like, I can't believe it's already June 1st. It's like, I was going to say it's officially summer. When is it officially summer? I don't know. It felt like fall today. It felt like more like fall. I say this is probably more of my color now. What about, yeah. So as silly as it may sound, Jen, if you can redirect your focus to your other side, that would, you'd focus on that, and you'd be able to, oh, this is how, like, because always know it's always going to go away. And that's what I used to say in the beginning. I'm like, well, it doesn't last. It always goes away, right? It's just like if you were sick, you're not going to be sick forever, right? So in the beginning, I would use it for that reason. I'd say, well, you know, when you start to feel better, you're like, oh, you're so grateful too. Like when you move away from that pain, you're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful to be healthy. And you start to focus on that more. But I'm telling you guys, you're gonna get this. You're gonna get this, I promise. You have to discipline to stop looking at an ex's suit. How do you have the discipline? Well, you have to know, Rosen, you have to know that, to me, that would be enough to know that that's me giving my power away. So like, for me, you have to want it. I'd say for that would be easy for me. Like, you're looking at their stuff and you're just keeping yourself away from what you want. So it's like, to me, it's just stop. Like, I know that that's so simple, but you know, it's like, all right, well, you're just keeping yourself in a spot that you don't want to be in. So for that, it's very obvious. You're very aware of what you're doing. It's very obvious to you. Like, all right, I know this isn't serving me. I know I keep looking at their social media and I know it's not serving me, but I can't stop. Well, that's something you're going to have to like realize, because you're already aware of it. You already know it's not serving you. It's keeping you in a pattern. It's keeping you in a cycle. It's keeping you, you know, it's giving your power away. There's really no other way to explain it, right? So in order to move towards what you want, you have to remind yourself that I'm just keeping myself in an old story, really. Because once you're aware of it, it's up to you. Like, once you're aware of it and you're getting that, okay, wait, it's all me. I create my own reality and what I want is done. Now I just got to feel good. So remind yourself, like, why, this is what I would do. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you some advice, Rosen, okay? Why do you want this person so bad? Why do you want it? Because it's going to feel good, right? To have a relationship. Of course. And that's what you came here for. But you got to start giving yourself that on your own. So that's what you got to tell yourself. Like, wait, I keep looking because I want this relationship. I want this. It's something I want. I came here to have an amazing relationship with someone or this person or whatever. But I want it because it's going to feel good. But I have to start giving that to me. I can't expect them to give it to me. I got to give it to me. So change that story just a little bit in that moment and say, I can start to do that for me. It's going to feel so good, Rosen, when you start giving that to you. When you start filling your own cup. When you start feeling good on your own, you're going to free yourself. So that's why I don't like persisting, because it's no matter how you look at it, you're still focused on a manifestation and you're wanting this manifestation so you can feel better. I think it's really just an outdated way to do things. Because either way, you're still trying, and there's no way to look at it. You're still trying to get something to feel better, to fix your problem. So stop thinking about it. Just know it's done. Just keep your focus off of it as much as you possibly can. It's not going anywhere. Trust me, the desire that it's enough. Just having that desire is enough. Just keep bringing it back to you and saying, well, why do I want it? I want it because it's going to feel good, right? And I can feel good on my own. Always use that line. Why do I want the money? I want it because it'll feel good. And I came here to have that. But I can do that on my own. That's a really good line. That's a good line to use. So use that one a lot. Why do I keep looking at this person's socials? Why am I thinking about them all the time? Oh, wait, it's because I want this. It's a desire. I want it because it's going to feel good. But I can start to give that to me now. But you got to remember, another thing that most of us don't understand is that there's so many ways you can tap into that feeling of feeling good. And come on now, we're unlimited. There's so many ways you can tap into feeling good. And if you would have this thing, you would be tapping into that energy anyway. It's not like, think about it. You're giving all your energy to one manifestation. And you're like, once I get this manifestation and I keep persisting in this one thing and I focus on that, and that, I'm going to get it and I'm going to be so fulfilled. No, you're not. You're thinking all this one thing is going to give you everything that you need. You're going to be right back. You're going to be right back to say, why aren't they giving me flowers? Why aren't they loving me? Why aren't they texting me again? I got them back. I did it. I persisted and I got it. No, you're going to be right back. You got to practice feeling good now. There's no way around it. More people are going to pick up on this. So just keep giving those feelings to yourself, and there's so many ways to do it. So many ways. What's some I'll tell you, I always like to give out my things that moved me fast. Things that moved me fast. I'll go back to the very beginning. Back to the beginning, what stands out to me is starting to relax my body more throughout the day. So I was consistently checking in with my body, making sure my face was relaxed and my shoulders were relaxed. So I would just check in. You don't realize how much tension you carry in your face, shoulders, and in your, let that breath out, in your stomach. I think it was Stacy Sunflower. She would say that in her stomach, she realized she would hold her stomach in a lot. So do the body, do the face, shoulders, stomach. I was a face. I carried my tension in my face. I think Christine was in her back and her shoulders, she said. So we're all different. We're all slightly different, but you'll start to see you're carrying tension. So that was a big one. That was a really big one. You just did that at the gas. Cece. Wait, guys, I had to get gas too just now. And it was getting kind of late, and I don't know. I don't get nervous getting gas. I just always keep to myself. I get gas in the gas. There's always like people around, whatever. And wait, can I tell you what I had in my hand the whole time and I didn't even realize? I made this bracelet like 2 years ago, and it says calm on it. And I didn't realize. I was like, what's in my hand? And it was as I was getting gas. And it was my little bracelet that said calm on it. And it was like such a synchronicity for me in that moment. Because I made this like 2 years ago. Like when I get gas, it's just crowded, and it's like, it's on a highway where I go, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like everybody, even though I use it as a practice. So I use everything. I know I was talking about these things that help, but that's another thing I do in my everyday life is I'm really good at bringing all my energy to me, and like tunnel vision. Practice that. If you're somebody that like gets nervous, or like you're always like focused outside of you when you're like in a store or at a gas station, if you can just pretend it's just you and really tunnel vision, like it's just me, you'll realize like how much you'll sail through those things. And you, like, nobody's bothering you. Trust me. It's just that we focus on things around us too much, and that's what causes anxiety sometimes. So that's another practice you can do. It's just like, remember, like, just bring everything to you. I always pretend I'm the only one in the store. It's just me. I got to get not that I'm not pleasant and I don't make contact with, I do. I'm like always like see the people in the grocery store and stuff, but it's a good practice to do. It makes it so much more enjoyable. When you're just in the store by yourself, what you need to get, when you need to get it, like thoughts on being of service towards others. Well, the more you're in alignment, Cheryl, you got to understand that when you're in alignment, you change the world. That's all it is. You literally do. Just your energy alone and being in alignment can literally affect everybody around you is going to benefit. And yes, that's how change happens. It's kind of just natural to start being of service. It just starts to happen that you're just of service in any way, shape, or form. It's not like you can just do it by walking down the street, Cheryl. You don't have to like write a book or anything. You may write a book, but what I'm saying is like you just changing your energy and being positive is affecting everyone around you. So that's all you need to know. Just you being you. That's you being your true self. You being your authentic self is you being a gift to this experience for everybody else to be able to be themselves too. So it's really just not being afraid to be yourself. That's enough. Don't think you have like a purpose, because your purpose is to be you. That's your purpose, right? What else was I saying? What's another practice? Another practice would be definitely meditate. Be with your own energy. That's another major, that's probably the best one. That would be number one on my list. If I had to say one thing, learn how to be with your own energy. Learn how to be in the silence. Learn how to be in the nothingness. If I could just say anything, it would be that. Relax your body. Learn how to be in the nothingness. What else? Starting to tap into good feelings. I had major shifts, like listening. Social media. Step away. It will change your life dramatically for the best. If you really, I don't like to say step away because that sounds like impossible almost, but really cut it down, like really limit it, really limit it. So that was a big one for me. The laws in the universe, the laws of the universe. Well, it's just you and your energy more so, BD. I don't get into all of that because it's very simple. It's like, it's just this is you having your experience and it's all your energy. So, but everyone else is having their experience too. So that's what attraction is. So it's like, I explained it really well. Everybody kind of liked this story. And this is a really good story, so just listen to it, okay? Because it really explains that it's all you and your energy. So I had a really great day yesterday. I went out, I seen all these amazing things, like a crossing guard was hugging all these kids. I was like on a cloud. I was in the food store. I said hi. I was like, hi, how are you? Like, I felt like I was in a movie. It felt fake. It literally felt like a fake fairy tale. Like, it was so weird. I actually started crying. This crossing guard started hugging all these little kids. She was giving them high fives. And I looked at her. We made eye contact. I wanted her to know that, like, I seen her. Like, that was true. That wasn't her being fake. She was truly loving these kids. And I just cried. I literally cried. But wait, listen to the story. And I'm like on a cloud and I'm crying. And I'm like, I can't wait to tell everyone this story. Well, shortly after that, I go to pick up my son's flowers for a prom. And I don't like them. I was disappointed. And I was all flustered. And I'm in the car. And because my energy dropped, this lady, as I was leaving the parking lot, comes charging at me with her kid. I was blocking the exit so they couldn't cross this. They were on the street. They were on the pavement. And they couldn't get by because my car was blocking it. But I felt my energy dropped. And I was like, it was all me. I attracted her in that moment. That was me. It was so obvious because I was on such a high that this woman was charging at me. And it was my fault. I was blocking it because I was flustered. So but it's okay because I said, all right, I get this is me. I started laughing. I relaxed my body and it opened up. Traffic opened up. And I just left and nothing came of it. Literally, she just walked past. But she was ready to say, like, you're blocking, right? And it's fine. It's fine. It just made me so aware that it's all you. You get what you are. You get what you are. You can never blame anyone again. You can't. Because when you realize it's you, and if you can just keep relaxing in those moments, it'll always go your way. You'll keep going downhill. You'll keep moving forward. Even if you're in a little bit of an uncomfortable moment, as long as you're relaxed, you're fine. Right? But that's not enough for us because our programming kicks in a lot and we got to stand up for ourselves, right? That's the defensive energy. But that just keeps you in those experiences. That's all it does. So when you start to do these practices, you literally can never get mad at anyone. You can't. You attract everything in your experience. So that's why I like the law of attraction, because it helps you understand as you're navigating through life that everything is synchronistic. Even the bad things are synchronistic because it's all you. It's all you and your energy. But every time you don't feel good, something bad has to happen. No, it doesn't. That's a label. That's a meaning. Every time you don't feel good, something bad has to happen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It doesn't always. That was a moment. How quick was that for me? That moment. How quick was that? I noticed it. I relaxed my body. I moved right out of it. That's a story. If you say that, yes, that's going to be your experience. Whenever I don't feel good, always bad stuff happens to me. That's a story. If you relax your body, no, it won't. But the thing is that because you're relaxed, you still don't believe that. You're still arguing with it. You're still bringing it up. You're still fighting with it because you have to, because you can only get where you're at. So if you keep getting what you don't want, you're still anticipating it. You're still arguing with it. You're still assuming it. You're predicting it, right? I'm trying to find the right word. It's not the word I usually use. You're still, I don't know. I forget what word I use, but yes, it's all you. You can't lie while you're having this experience. There's no getting away with it. It's all you, and it's a reflection of you. It's all your energy. Thank you, Pink. Yeah, that's the one. Glow said it. Glow said it. Anticipating it. Yes, yes, yes. But it's okay. It's okay because this is a good thing. You need those times. Like, I needed all those moments to happen for me to get good at this. You will be thankful for everything. These kids are looking at me, these young kids. Because I'm like screaming. And they're probably like, what in the world? This lady's crazy. But yeah, that's the word. That's thank you. Expectful, it said, anticipating. That's what I always used to say. Because you start to realize you're anticipating things. But it's okay. Like I said, I don't regret anything, any of it. Because it just gets you better at these. Then I always say that. You just get better at it. You just get better at it. Trust you me. You will see that it's all you. And you will master this. I promise you will master this if you stick with it. If you stick with the things I say. Relaxing your body, do a lot of relaxing. I mean, do not think you can't relax enough. Get another bath, get a third bath, get a fifth bath. Literally, there is not enough relaxing you can do. There is not enough meditating you can do. I mean, there would be days where I just meditated all day. Like, I would do stuff, I would get stuff done, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep meditating, keep focusing on the sound, keep relaxing my body. And so much came from that. So much movement, positive movement came from that. I don't think you can. In my opinion, venting is a trap. I don't think there's any way around it. I really don't. Because anytime that I vented, it kept the story active. And even the other person would bring it up in some way. And I knew the other person knew it. So it's like there's just too much involved with venting. Unless you're doing it to yourself, there's really no benefit in that. And I would never recommend that. Absolutely not. Because when you're venting, you're a victim. There's no way around that. Why would you be venting? You're a victim. That's not my practice. My practice is you got to quiet that down. You got to get good at keeping that. You got to shut it down. Because you're a victim. You're a victim. Anytime you're venting, you're a victim. And trust me, I've been there. I've done it. I don't sit here and I'm not on a high horse. I did it a million times. But I knew, I was well aware that I'm a victim right now. I would say it loud and clear. I'd say, all right, Abraham, I'm a victim right now. And I'm just, that's where I'm at. But I knew I couldn't stay in that. I knew that. You're never going to get to where you want to be when you're venting. There's no way around it. That's just me being super honest. Thank you, Stisso. Yeah, stay calm. That's the best thing, what Cece said. Cece said stay calm. Your best bet is to just relax your body. Like, the thing about it is I don't think you're, like, making a mistake because you're having a victim moment, but just don't call someone. Don't text someone. Keep it to yourself, okay? You can have a victim moment. You're still human and you're still practicing this. And give yourself grace because no one's judging you, okay? You just got to get good at just calming yourself down and soothing yourself. You don't want to be venting and going to others. You don't. That's like the old paradigm. That's the old paradigm. That is you just... I want you to live your best life. I would never say vent, and I would never say it's okay to vent. I just know you can't. I know there's no way around it, really. Yeah, I know, Rosen. They're good points. They're good reminders. So, I mean, I do appreciate you guys bringing that up because I know it's not easy to say, oh, well, is it okay? It's consciously okay to vent. It's a good point to remind people that really there is no way around it, right? Yeah, Dana, yes, and that's it. Guys, like, you're doing so good. Trust me, it took me time and time and time again. Same damn stories would creep up, and I'd be like, why is this story still coming? Why? Well, guess what? Kiera, you're the one giving it meaning. But I had to get good at this stuff. I needed that to keep happening. I knew I was always okay. I knew I was always protected. I knew I was exactly where I was supposed to be. Even when that same damn story popped up. I had to get good at not giving it power, though. I had to get good at using it to relax. I had to get good at going to the sound and saying, no, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Everything's going according to plan. There is no problem. I'm the one that gives this story meaning. Right? But I couldn't do that at first. I had to learn how to relax. I had to use it to my advantage. I had to use those stories to my advantage. I had to remind myself that it's all me having this experience. And if I'm in a good energy, only good can come of that. And I had to keep doing it over and over again. You're doing good. You are all doing so good. I know you guys are. Because you guys constantly, it's the same people that pop up on my live that really just stick to these practices. Yes, it has to go away, Cheryl, because you're the only one keeping it alive, Cheryl. I know it's so funny, but this is a really, can I give you, okay, my kids are going to come out soon, but, so, pretend this is my new analogy. Did anyone ever go to the airport and get on those escalators that take you to the next section, like the next building, let's say building, or any escalator? Well, you got to pretend you're on that escalator, and the current's taking you to your manifestations. The current is that escalator's taking you to it by you just doing nothing but relaxing and feeling good and just being you. Until you start to argue with that old story, you keep your so let's say that old story is on the other escalator next to you, and yous are both going down. You're in yours and there's in that one, and that story says, "Hey girl, you owe me money," and you say, "Oh no, oh my God." Well, you just put yourself on that escalator, so now you stopped. You stopped going with the current. But if you would say, "Oh, you can't be talking to me. You must be talking to that lady on that escalator," you would keep going. But if you engage with it, you keep yourself on, you stop, and now you're on their escalator. You're on that one. You stopped, you engaged with it, you invited it, right? So you got to look at it as you're just going on this escalator. The current's taking you to everything. But as soon as someone says, "Hey, you owe me money," or you start focusing on your manifestation, like, "Oh, I don't got it. You stop the escalator. You stop the current. You stop yourself from going. If you would just relax and go, just let that escalator take you. It's taking you to all your dream life. It's taking you to everything by you just going with the flow of this moment, right? Just relaxing in this moment and just going with the flow. Or if someone says something to you, you just go, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do what I can." Like, whatever you can do to find relief in those moments. You got to keep yourself in the flow. You got to keep yourself going on that escalator, or you want to say the steps, whatever. So it's like you got to keep yourself in. That's why I say you got to make it about you and only you, right? You got to stop making it about other people. This is why I don't like persisting or any of that, because it makes it about the other thing. It's always going to make it about the other thing when you do that. And it doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form. That's one of the ladies. I just seen someone I know. She's at the dollar store I always go to. So I'm being newsy. But it's you got to remember that it's you got to keep yourself in your own lane. It's you, and if you're just going down letting the elevator take you, the current take you, you're going to be fine. It'll take you where you need to go. You got to go with the flow of this moment. Everything's good. There's nothing bad happening. Everything. I mean, it's like, I want people to get this quick, and I do, because I see the amazing stuff that comes from just following the current. Like, if you just keep going with the flow, everything's going your way. So by you arguing or trying to figure things out, or like, I got to get to the bottom of this, you can get it. You can get what you want out of that in a way, but like, it's so old. It's still a program, and it's limiting. And like I said, the universe has a bigger plan for you, a better plan for you. And you don't really know exactly what it is, but it's literally going to be amazing. So you got to keep yourself in that current, going with the flow of that current, right? And you got to make it just about you. You got to stop. As soon as you start to involve the money and the person and the this and then that, you take yourself out of alignment even just a little bit. Just know that they're done. Just know that at the end of that elevator is all those things. It's the person, it's the money, it's everything, right? And all this is taking you to it. Everything in this moment. So if you're just taking it and you're flowing down that and you're just standing there, you don't got to do nothing on those escalators. You don't got to do nothing. You just got to stand there. But that's hard for us. That's hard for us to think. Instead, we go the opposite way. We walk the opposite way. We actually put ourselves in quicksand. We put ourselves in quicksand. So you got to think about that. Like, use that analogy. That helps me. That helps me. I don't know if that helps anyone else, but I think about, like, if you were to walk backwards and you're fighting with something, an old story, or you're arguing with something, or you're looking at their socials. That's quicksand. That's going backwards, right? So you got to just chill, sit, get on a little Indian style and sit on that little thing and let it take you to the other end. You don't got to do nothing. You just got to chill. And like, that's not easy for us as humans because we're fighters. We've been programmed to fight. Most of us, we had to like fight to get to this place in our lives, a lot of us, right? And I'm one of them. I know. I've always been defending myself, right? So, but trust me, you don't got it anymore. You don't got to fight anymore. You can just relax. Let it take you. Let it take you. It's going to be, and the amazing thing that I realized that came from it is that it really is effortless, guys. Like, the action is not, it's not a trying action. It's not a thought action. I promise you, like, I can't explain this part either until you start tapping into it more. Meditation will help you tap into it. That you don't make sense of it like in the moment because there's no thought behind it. It's just natural. It just feels good. It's just like, okay, this felt good. This was a good thing. I'm glad and afterwards you're like, that felt good. I'm glad I did that. That felt right. Where other things start to not feel as good, you'll know the difference. You'll be like, ooh, that feels like it's kind of old. Like, that's not working for me anymore. I got to move to this now. This feels better. I like this more. This is working for me. And you'll start to decipher those moments more so. Like, where you're kind of like, because things are always changing for you in your experience. They're always changing. They're always going to be changed. Look at me. My hair changed how many times? Like, literally, it's always going to be changed. Things are always going to be changing. So you're not going to notice it all the time. It's subtle, but you are actually always moving towards new things and new things that are moving you towards best and better. Thanks, Rita. It's all here. We're too much in here. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. And even me, I am a meditator. I am a relaxer, and I still had to continue doing this. I had to keep going with the flow in this moment and focusing on the air conditioning in my car. And, not all the time. I was still like having fun listening to music. Like, don't think I was just constantly meditating. I'm still living. But the moments I was living, I'm having fun. I'm really like, when my boys get in the car, we're going to have the best time. We're going to have the best time. We're going to be talking about stuff. It's going to be so positive. They're so positive. I guarantee you, they're going to have the best day. Like, my kids, I know I'm only getting good from my kids. Like, now they work together, okay? My younger son's now working with my older son. And when his first day, he was like, he wasn't sure about it. And I knew that, nope, I know it's all fine, no problem. I said, it doesn't matter. I said, there's lots of jobs out there. I told him, like, this may not be a fit for you. And he's like, I'm going to go in another day. I want to try it out. And I said, okay, that's fine. And he's like, I love it. And it's because of how I interacted with him in that moment. Like, it's no big deal. There's a million jobs out there. So what? Maybe this one ain't a fit for you. Who cares? Like, you'll find something. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to try another day. And when he went in the next day, he was like, Mom, I love it. Right? So like, you just got to keep yourself, there's nothing going wrong. Your kids are fine. Everybody's fine. Everything's fine. This world is fine. Everything is as it's supposed to be. Everything's going according to plan. You got to keep telling yourself that because it's the truth. And the more you can keep yourself in, because people don't understand that it's an individual change. How to change the world and get this experience to be more positive for everybody. It's an individual job. But my individual work on myself is helping my kids. They're my best reflection. And anyone who truly resonates with me and follows my practices here, you guys are changing your lives too, right? Just by listening to me and listening to my messages and jumping on here, right? So anyone in my energy and that really resonates with me and they're picking up on my energy a lot, your lives are changing for the best too. I know they are. And I'm watching it in my kids' lives as well. Because they're open to it. Well, they're open to it. They're just picking up on my energy, and that's enough. And, I'm there for them in a positive way. I'm there for my kids in a positive way, right? And I'm there for you in a positive way, because I practice this. Yes, 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 yes. Cece said is that I listened to my sleep meditation, Cece, for a long time because they're reprogramming your mind in a positive way. The sleep meditations in Lazy Manifesting 1. Now, the ones in Lazy Manifesting 2, you can still sleep with them. They're reminders and then they go into a meditation. They're very powerful, very similar, but they're a little different. But sleeping with them, yes, 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 Cece. They're reprogramming your mind. I listened to Lazy Manifesting for a long time. Way before you guys, way before I even started to sell it. So that was in my ear 24/7. I created those audios for myself. And then I started to sell it. But those meditations I listened to those every single night. I would move on to different ones though, Cece. So they're all pretty similar. Like they all have some of them are slightly different. Like the universe loves me, spoils me. That one's like kind of a little bit different. But I think, in my opinion, the ones that stand out to me, Cece, are like my most abundant timeline is now. Like the present moment stuff I really like. Everything's happening now. Everything is done now. There's nothing you need to do now. Anything that's saying that. And they're all they all have kind of that in them. Like the meditations. I like the meditations. But I listened to those for a while at night as I was sleeping. And I'm talking, I would put it back in my ear at night if I woke up. But that was just me. You don't have to do it like that. But yes, 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 yes. I highly recommend that you do that. That you listen to them as you're sleeping. It's just a really good time I think it's a powerful time to reprogram. I don't know if that's true or if that's a belief, but I resonate with that because when you're sleeping, I think you're wide open. You're like truly connected to like source in that energy. You're very light in that energy. So I resonate with that. And Cece, and guys, I think that you're going to know when you're done with it. I knew I was like, I don't need it anymore. Like I just moved away. And that's where I create more stuff though. So that's where I moved on to Lazy Manifesting 2. And I have a membership, right? So like I create audios every day that go in there. So I just started, I teach off where I am, right? So that's why Lazy Manifesting is timeless because that's where I was, right? So if you're still like, if you still have resistance and you're still not fighting with circumstances, but you still feel like you're triggered a little, Lazy Manifesting. It's just there in your ear 24/7. Literally, it's your best friend. It's literally your best friend. But I teach based off where I'm at, so I don't listen to Lazy Manifesting really anymore. Occasionally, I would pop it on though when I'd be like, why is this popping up again? Like, and I'd start right from the beginning and go all the way through it. But like I said, now it's Lazy Manifesting 2, and then I just have more stuff. Like, it'll never end. I'm always going to create. I always used to say, like, is there never an end? Because if you notice a lot of my stuff now, and a lot of my newer stuff, it's like I'm getting into tapping into more ways to feel good, and the limitless ways to feel good. So it's just obvious off of where I'm at now, right? So to me, there's no end. I'm always going to be able to create, and I love doing this. I just love it. I live for it. I literally live for it. I always say, like, I don't think I live a life like a normal person. I don't. I've just figured that out today. I'm like, I'm always creating. Like, I'm always making an audio. And, like, I'm doing my normal routine. But when I'm, like, sitting, I'm either meditating or I'm like, oh, I get, like, a lot of ha-ha moments. And it's like, I got to put it into an audio right now. Like, so now I'm working on it's just, I love it. I live for it, guys. Like, I love this. This is, like, truly what I think I've always been like this. Thank you, Pixie. So what's funny about me, I just want to say this, it's funny. I used to always be deep, right? I was always a deep person. Like I would always be like trying to come up with quotes and stuff, but they were kind of surface level stuff. And but I always had that passion within me. Like, and I always be like, oh, like, don't say, I'm going to be cheesy right now. I didn't actually create this, but I'd say, don't say anything nice if you can't say it at all. Like, and I'd make it into like a quote and that. But like, it was very surface level stuff. Like, but now I feel like my stuff has so much more meaning behind it and more power behind it because my life is showing me how this all truly works, right? So I think I was always going to move in this direction. I think at the time I was just like copying people's stuff probably. Like putting it on my Instagram. Thanks, Desiree. Now, I love when people ask this. No. Tone, there's not. There's not. That's why I love lazy manifesting, because my way of explaining this isn't a step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not. It's just listening to the audio and doing the practices in the audio, which is just relaxing. I give you lots of practices. I do. And I repeat a lot in lazy manifesting. Lazy manifesting is easy. There's no you listen to it from the beginning. That's it. The beginning's obvious. There's 7 to 9 hours in the very beginning. How I'm going to teach you how to do this properly. That's how I start it. I'm going to teach. It starts off very powerful. And I'm not kidding. You're going to get it real quick. It's very repetitive, but you're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's truth. It's truthful, and you're going to resonate with it. You're going to resonate, especially most of you guys already been listening to Abraham, and you guys understand this. It's not like you don't understand how this reality works. So you're going to resonate with it. What's great about it is the practices. The reminders in there, it loops a lot. The meditations are looped, and they're long, and they're repetitive, right? I put my heart and soul into that. I would never put out garbage, because everything that I put out, it was always, I could never redo it. That's the best way I can explain it. Like, if my dog was in the back, my dog's staying in the back, because if she barked a little, I was like, oh well, because I can't repeat something. Like, it's authentic, like it's in the moment. So I used to try to do that, and it never worked. I used to make this in the middle of the night. I would wake up and I would like meditate, and I would say, I gotta make a meditation right now. Like, everything I'm telling you, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Everything I create is 100% inspired from the heart. I'm not, it's from source. I'm telling you. Like, even the meditations, I banged those out so quick. Lazy manifesting too was so, it's like nobody can tell me this ain't part of your path. Like, you didn't plan this before you came here, because it was also natural for me. It was so also effortless. And the way things fell into place for me was so effortless too. Lazy manifesting too, there's 16 meditations in there. There's no rhyme or reason of how I did that. I feel like it was magic. I'm not saying that, like, I'm serious. 16 meditations that I made so quick. And where do you get it? Because it's cool. Like, I talk about, like, when someone's you feel like someone's pulling on your energy, right? Like, stuff like that. So you're going to like it. It's cool. It's reminders, and then it goes into meditations and stuff. But I don't know. It just, yeah. Wait, Miranda, you already got it, girl. Miranda already got all of it. She doesn't realize it. Miranda, you don't have the actual thing, but you have them all. You know you have them all, right? You know that, right? It's all in your membership, girl. But I do have, you're starting to get, she's got so much. I do. Like, in the bigger membership, I was wondering, is it overwhelming? And I should ask you that, Miranda. Is it too much? Because I thought about making my bigger membership and actually making it smaller with not so much content. So the small membership, there's just so much stuff, and it accumulated over time. And I have it in collections. I do. And it's there, and I don't want to get rid of it because it's good for the new people that jump in. It's a lot of new stuff. It's pretty organized. But I put out stuff every day, right? The bigger membership has all the stuff in the smaller membership, but also the newer stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, should I cut a lot of that out? Because it's like, is it too much? Is it too much? Some things are locked, but that might be for the other thing that I have. But you got lazy manifesting in there. I know that. You got lazy manifesting 1, all of lazy manifesting 1, and you got all of lazy manifesting 2 in there. And you've been getting my new updates. They're coming out. It's called I Figured It Out. You got 1, and they're coming out too. I know. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff in there. But it's all so powerful. It's like, even when I go through, sometimes I'm like, should I delete some of these? Like, I can't. They're all just so good. Like, all the information in it is so good. Aaron. I love that. Sometimes it's just, there's nothing wrong. There's no problem. Yes. Like, you don't need it. And that's always what I want to remind people. Like, I'm not here to try to force this on you guys. Because me on these lives every day is a reminder in itself. Me sending out TikToks. Some people want it all, though. They want the TikTok. They want the YouTube. They want the audio. They want it. And you have that option, right? Or if you don't go on TikTok a lot and you're like, I just need the audio. So it's just having the options out there for people. But, like, I'm on TikTok every day. And I'm on live every day, right? So, like, I am here for you guys in other ways. Also, YouTube. Always go back to YouTube. Go back to my old lives because they are great. They are great. Like, there's such great stuff in them. And there's so many. There's just so many. Even Miranda, girl, I got to get you called. I got to get some lives on for you, too. Because, as I said, like, you get all that stuff. Hi, Mike. It's just me. It's a lot. Like, keeping up with the lives was probably if that was anything that felt like a job, it was probably that. It wasn't hard to do. It's just I had to do it. I have to take time because they have to upload and stuff. I know. I'm probably going to jump off, though, guys, because my boys are going to be walking out any minute. And I know, I love it. I love that you guys are like just sticking to the practices. You just keep listening to this kind of stuff and meditate, be with your own energy. I just want everyone to get this. I do. That's what I want. I want people to understand what it means to be in flow and know the difference between when you're going back to like an old pattern or you're just, you know, not trusting this moment again, and you're like, wait a minute, all I got to do is just sit down on this escalator. All I got to do is sit down, and it'll take me. There's nothing I need to do anymore. I just got to sit here, and I got to let the current take me. That's it. You just let the current take you. The stuff you're going to be doing is not going to feel like work. It's not. The more you can relax through it, things that maybe you're moving out of and relax and just keep yourself seated in that escalator ground, you'll get there so quick, guys. You will. I promise you. I'm not sitting here like making stuff up. I mean it. Just keep going with the flow. And if something feels uncomfortable or unfair, just keep relaxing your body and softening your body through it. Don't argue with it. It's not worth your energy or time anymore. That's an old belief system that doesn't work for you anymore. So you gotta not engage with it. I know. So it's so hard not to. So in the beginning, I know, but just keep breathing through it, softening your body through it. Right? Don't give in. Don't give in to it. Just keep relaxing. And God forbid you do. It's okay. There only is this moment. You can still get out of it. You can get yourself out of anything. You're so powerful. So just keep breathing, relaxing your body. Remember, like, that's the funny thing about this experience is that it's so fair, right? We think it's unfair, but it's actually so fair because it's all just your energy. And the more you're in a good energy, you're gonna say, oh, it is fair. When you're in a good energy and you're only getting good back, then you're going to say it's fair. All right, guys, my boys are coming out, so I'm going to jump off, okay? Everybody have a great night. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, Lazy Manifesting 2 tomorrow. Bye, guys. I have to unlock the door.